Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm here with Ross Jernstrom, and boy, do we have a good one. Westside versus Gretna here in the A-4 district final. Last night, Westside beat Kearney, and Gretna beat Omaha Central to advance to this district final. And we've already seen this matchup twice, and boy, are we in for a good one tonight.
This is going to be a great matchup. The two teams that have were the top seeds in this district are here in the finals. Gretna defeated Central 3-0 last night, and Westside defeated Kearney 3-0 in their semifinal match last night here at Westside. So this is going to be a matchup that determines a ticket to the state tournament next week. The first round is on Wednesday at Pinnacle Bank Arena. So that looks like the road to state. Westside could get there as a wild card.
And you mentioned that Gretna needs to win to continue their season. They will not make state if they do not win tonight. It is such an important match here for Gretna. Westside, on the other hand, they do have a chance to get in state if they happen to lose this one.
Yeah, Gretna comes into this match with a 25-12 record. Westside comes in with a record of 24-10. But the key is Westside right now, even if they lose tonight, they could go in as a wild card because they are ranked number 4 in the wild card standings, whereas Gretna is 10th. So Westside could backdoor in as a wild card, but it always looks good if you go in with a win in district play.
And we talked to Coach Worley earlier today, and he said if Westside wins, we're expecting Westside to get a 4 seed, but that completely changes if Westside loses tonight and has to get in via wild card.
Absolutely, and you know, they've got the home court tonight, and we're going to have the player introductions, and we'll send it downstairs to our PA announcer and the starting lineups and our national anthem.
Westside High School and Nebraska School Activities Association promote good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, ethnic, sexist, or other intimidating comments or actions directed to officials, students, athletes, coaching, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from our facility. We thank you for your cooperation and good luck. This time we ask you all to please rise and remove covers. We honor America with the playing of our national anthem performed by the Westside High School Pep Band under the direction of Tom Cooper. What's happening? The players will begin with the starters for the Dragons. Senior center, number 2, Avery Potopoulos. In the middle, number 5, a senior, Emma Martin. Also in the middle, a senior, number 6, Kennedy Shumper. On the outside, a junior, number 7, Ellie Heckenlively. On the right side, a senior, number 9, Addison Gospel. Joining her on the outside, a senior, number 17, Cassie Stone. And the libero, a sophomore, number 1, Lily Zimmerman. The Dragons are coached by head coach Lenny Loberg, assisted by Sarah Schrapp, Sarah Franga, Kylie Christensen, and Macy Van Amting.
And there you go. And there you go, the starting lineups. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for your Westside Warriors and the Gretna Dragons. And boy, are we in for a good one tonight, Ross. What a treat.
Yeah, these two teams played earlier this season, and Westside won back in September 3-0. We broadcast that match. And then they played just last week, but it was a much different match. Gretna came back and pushed it to a fifth set, and Westside won 3-2. So this is a much better Gretna team, and this is a much better Westside team that played at the start of the season. Westside, since September 26th, has won 16 of their 20 matches. Their record has been 16-4 since September 26th. So we're all set to go here.
And starting things off is the one and only Eleanor Brislin. She leads this team in aces, and she had a great night for herself last night as well. Brislin will start things off for the Warriors. Good dig up there, and there's Heckin' Lively. Dug up by Gone though, and Payma on the far side. Another great dig from the Dragons. Good volleyball to start here. And Heckin' Lively uses her foot to try and keep that one up, but it gets down. Good little rally to start things off for both teams there.
Yeah, that's a great way to start on a winning note there to get that first point. And their best server is behind the line right now. Maybe they can run up some points here.
And there we go, service ace for Eleanor Brislin, and that's what we saw a lot of last night versus Kearney.
When these two teams played last week, Westside won the first set 25-6, but then Gretna came back, but Westside really set the tone early.
There's Brislin, big floater serve on this one, and they'll toss it out to Heckin' Lively. She'll do a tip shot, it's kept up by Zimmerman, right back to Heckin' Lively, and she's blocked down by Lamon Godinez. What an environment tonight here, Ross. We have the band, we got some students and a lot of fans, adults to our right.
Well, this is a ticket to the state tournament, the district finals. The winner gets a plaque, a nice little district title trophy, so
Brislin with her fourth serve in a row here. Gretna tosses it to Heckin' Lively again. Tip shot from Heckin' Lively will get down, and boy, is she the one to look out for tonight on the Dragons.
Well, we got to say hello to our athletic director, Tom Kirkman, is all the way out in Hawaii with his wife celebrating her birthday. So hello, Tom Kirkman and Mrs. Kirkman. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
Gretna tosses over to Heckin' Lively, another tip shot from her. Kubat will set it to Paymal. Off the blockers, good dig from Zimmerman, and free chance coming here for the Warriors. Kubat will set it to Paymal once again, and that kill bounces off the top of his mitt. Set to the middle, tip shot there. Another great kill attempt dug up by Gretna. Long rally going here. Kubat sets it to Paymal. Tip shot from her, and that'll get down. Good pancake from Zimmerman, but unable to keep it going. The point will go to Westside, 4-1.
Yeah, great little tip right there by Ashlyn Paymal, the Creighton recruit. She's only a junior, but she's headed to Creighton verbally right now. So great start for the Warriors, up by 3.
There's the freshman, Carrington Snyder. Line drive serve straight in the back row. Off of that, we'll get a free chance coming for the Warriors. Snyder sets it to Godinez, and that's off the blockers and out. And boy, is this crowd loud tonight, Ross. After every point, I can barely hear myself in the mic.
Well, I'm telling you, Snyder, only a freshman behind the line serving, but she's one of the best servers on this team. Watch her.
There's Snyder, and that one sails out of bounds. A little bit of an announcer jinx there, Ross.
I shouldn't have said it, but I tell you what, you'll see a lot of aces from her later in the match.
Heckin' Lively, the star of this Dragons team, back to serve. Her serve into the back row, kept up by Kubat towards the red shield and the fans. Free chance coming for the Dragons. That one's set in the middle. Dug up by Westside. Chance here for Westside. Godinez to the far side. Kept up by Zimmerman. Tossed over to the far side, and that one's down into the net. Cassie Stones cannot get it over.
Westside up now 6-2. Tatum's going to serve right here. One of the better servers on the team.
Godinez, line drive serve into the back row. Stones on the far side. Kept up by Kuba, up into the net. Chance, battle at the net. It's on Westside's side now. Set to Lamb. And that's into the back row. Heaven Likely cannot keep it up. Point Westside. They jump out to a big 7-2 lead, up by 5.
Lamb did a great job on that. Hit a rocket down the line, and Gretna could not return it, and the Warriors go up by 5 now here early in this first set.
Absolute dream start here for the Warriors. Godinez's serve into the back row, kept up by Hecken Lively. Set right back to her. It's off the top of the block. Now set to Lamb. Tip shot off the blocker. Zimmerman will set it to Hecken Lively in the back middle. And that's off the Kubat's hand. She cannot keep it up. Lead down to 4.
Well, Gretna really comes into this match really hungry. They need to win this match to get to state.
That one is set to Paymau in the middle. Tip shot kept up by Zimmerman. That'll be set to Dostal. Dug up by the Warriors. Lamb tosses it over. Good, smart play there from Madeline Lamb.
Well, the dig by Snyder was amazing. That was a really strong kill from Gretna, but Snyder was there and just got the dig. Great job by the freshman.
There's Ashlyn Paymau, the star of this Westside team. She'll be back to serve with the Warriors up by 5 in set number 1. Deep line drive serve. That'll be set over to Dostal. Tip shot off Paymau's hands and down.
Gretna's hanging tough. Only down by 4 now. So important to win this first set to kind of set the momentum for your team.
Addison Dostal, she'll be back to serve for the Gretna Dragons. Serve into the back row, kept up by Kubat. Snyder, Godinez tosses it over and off the block and down. I wonder if they should have let that go up front. That's Kennedy Shelburne that got her hands on it.
Westside's going to have some substitutions here.
Catherine Gaughan will check in, and so will Isabel Lamb. And Gaughan checks right in, and she'll be the one back to serve. She's one of the 2 setters that have stepped up and played a huge role with Peyton Meyer going out for the year with her ACL injury. That will be set to Stones in the middle, off the blocker. Chance here for Gretna once again. That's over to Shelburne, off the block once again. They'll set right back in the middle to Stones. Set by Gaughan to the far side to Brislin. Off Hecken Lively's hands. Stone into the back row, and that's down. Very good spot by Cassie Stones.
Yeah, good point by Gretna. That was probably 3 feet in front of the back line. Just a really strong kill right there. And they closed to within 4, 9-5.
Back to serve, that's Cassie Stones. She was the one that just got the kill. Gretna down by 4 here still early in set number 1. That one will be kept up by Godinez, and miscommunication there, and the point will go to Gretna, service ace.
You know, this Gretna team has 25 wins this season. They are a very good team, but they've kind of struggled here. Kind of inconsistent play, but they can come up with the big wins.
The serve by Stones catches the net and gets down. Westside will get the point on that service error by Cassie Stones.
Great turnout by the Warriors student body, the Red Shield. They've got about 50 students over there.
Lamb serve, that's into the net. Back-to-back service errors. One on Gretna, one on Westside. The lead down to 3.
Those are the kind of things that drive coaches crazy when you serve into the net, but you just got to try to get it over and try to make the point.
Shelburne on the back row for the serve here, and that one sails out of bounds. 3 service errors in a row, 2 on Gretna, 1 on Westside. Westside's lead right back to 4.
Well, the Warriors up by 4 right here, kind of keeping that margin, 3 to 4 points.
And there she is, the service aces leader, the one and only Eleanor Brislin. Brislin serve, line drive almost gets down. Heckin' Lively off the block, kept up by Zimmerman. Out of position, Zimmerman will have to toss it over. Chance here for the Warriors. That's set to Isabella Lamb in the middle. And yes, ma'am, she gets the kill. Westside up 5.
Isabella came to play tonight. She just hit a big one right there, right down the line in the middle of the net, and they're up by 5 now.
Brislin on the back line. Second serve in a row here. Line drive kept up by Gretna. And that's hit right up to Godinez, and she got her hands all over that one.
You know, these seniors have really come to play tonight. This will be their last appearance on this court before the state tournament. And they're fired up with a 6-point margin.
That will draw a timeout from Gretna. Wendy Loberg, she'll call that timeout. And when we come back, we'll have the rest of set number 1 here on the WTV Live Network. We welcome you back here to the WTV Live Network. Set number 1 action in the A-4 district final. Westside up 6, 13-7. That serve by Brislin will be kept up by Dragons, and that's off the side of Heckin' Lively's hands. A little bit of frustration after that one by her.
Yeah, Heckin' Lively's the leader in kills for Gretna, and not her night tonight. Kind of a shaky start here, hitting it into the net, and if she's having an off night, that's a great thing for the Warriors.
Brislin's jump serve, that'll be kept up by the Dragons. Heckin' Lively once again. That one kept up by Lamb. Gahn sets it to Paymau, and that'll be off the top of the ceiling, playable for the Dragons. Free chance here for the Warriors. Gahn with a perfect set to Lamb. Off the top of the net, great dig by the Dragons. Heckin' Lively once again off the block and out. That's exactly what Gretna needs to get going.
Yeah, they close to within 6 now. Kind of stopped that rally by the Warriors, but they got their biggest lead there with 7 points. So
Avery Fotopoulos will be back to serve for the Dragons here. Dragons down by 6, still early in set number 1. Good serve, and that's going to be tapped over. Great rally by the Warriors to keep that one up. And that's out of bounds. Sails on Addison Dostal. Westside will get the serve back now, right back to 7-point lead.
That was an amazing point by the Warriors. They hit the ball into the net, and then they returned it on the second hit. And you just don't see that very often. Usually that drops down as a point for the other team.
The serve from the freshman Carrington Snyder into the net. A lot of service errors to go around for both teams here in this first set.
Well, both teams played just 3 sets last night. Westside had a lot of reserves play in that third set last night, so the legs should be fine for this match.
Heckin' Lively serve kept up by the Warriors. That one's into the net. Good job by Snyder to keep that one alive. And there in the middle to Stones, kept up by the Warriors. McKenna Ferguson will toss it over. Zimmerman will set it to Dostal, and that one's out of bounds off the blockers. Gretna closes the lead to 5 now.
Yeah, Gretna's not giving up, and they're not going away. They're keeping it close. Largest margin has been 7 points. They've closed it now to 5. And here's Heckin' Lively.
Heckin' Lively's serve. Line drive kept up by Lamb. Goes right back to Gretna off the dig. They set it to Stones on the far side off the blocker. Gretna will keep it alive though. Chance here for the Warriors. Snyder says it to Paymau. And good dig by the Dragons. And off the dig of Avery Fotopoulos. And Gretna cannot keep it alive. Westside will grow the lead back to 6.
You can't see it at home, but the ball hit off the ceiling here in the Westside's main gym. And Gretna was not able to get to it to return it.
That serve kept up by the Dragons. Stones on the far side. Good dig by Kubat. Another chance coming for the Dragons. That one's set to Dostal. Off the top of the net, Kubat will set it to Madeline Lamb, and that's off the blockers. Free chance here for the Warriors off of that. Snyder sets it to Lamb again. Good dig by Zimmerman. And there's Heckenlively in the middle, and that one sails on her. She is getting frustrated out there, Ross.
I'll tell you what, that was a great point. Both teams had some hard, really powerful kills on that rally. And Gretna calls timeout.
That'll be their second time out of the game, maybe a little bit of a refresher, a couple players getting frustrated out there. But when we come back, we'll come back on the WTV Live Network, 17-10 Westside. I welcome you back on the WTV Live Network. Ross Jernstrom with me. I'm Zach Kastrick. Westside jumps out to a 17-10 lead here in the first set of the A-4 district final.
Yep, Westside opened up a 7-point lead, 14-7. Gretna came back, scored about 3 points, and now Westside's back up by 7 again, 17-10. So Westside has really dominated most of this first set.
Godinez will be back to serve for the Warriors. That one's kept up by Zimmerman. They'll set it to Dostal, and that's off the blocker. Tossed back to the west side. Set to Madeline Lamb, and that's into the back corner, and they call it out of bounds. That one was right there. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, that one could have gone either way. That was really close on the end line. Point to Gretna.
Lily Zimmerman back to serve for the Dragons. They're down by 6 here in the first set. Straight to Kubat in the back row. Snyder sets it to Paymao. And that one's out of bounds, lands just past the line.
Warriors just a little too pumped up, a little too aggressive there. Got to hit it down just a little lower. Those are not too far long.
Lily Zimmerman, the libero on this Dragons team to serve. Kept up by Madeline Lamb. Snyder will set it to Paymao in the middle, and that one sails out of bounds. 3 straight kill attempts that sail out of bounds on the Warriors.
Yeah. Warriors got to get a little bit above the ball, hit it down. Everything's sailing on them right here, and they've dropped 3 in a row.
Coach Worley just telling his team to calm down there. Float shot by Zimmerman. Good dig by Godinez. And there's Paymao. That one will sail out of bounds too. Gretna getting on a run. The lead is down to 3. That will draw a timeout from Coach Worley on the Gretna Dragons run. 17-14 here in the first set. Westside just needs to calm down.
Yeah, right now he's talking to the setters and Ashlyn Paymao just to kind of calm down. She's the best hitter on the team. And just calm every thoughts down. But that's the first time I've ever seen that, where 4 consecutive points on an out by Ashlyn this season.
That was a quick timeout by Coach Worley. He sends them back out to the court in less than 30 seconds. Gretna's still in their little huddle in this timeout, but Westside, they really struggled there. 4 straight balls sail out of bounds on them. They just need to calm down. Can't let Gretna get on a run, because what have we seen this year, Ross, when teams go on a run versus Westside?
Well, I'll tell you what, Gretna's a new team right now, only down by 3, hit 4 in a row.
Zimmerman serve kept up by Kubat. Snyder will set it to Paymao. Tip shot by her. Zimmerman now sets it to Stones, and that one kept up by Kubat. Good dig from her. Madeline Lamb on the close side off the blockers. Zimmerman will set it to Stones, and that one kept by Kubat again. Great digs from her here in this rally. Godinez in the back row, and that one sails out of bounds. That's 5 in a row. Westside really struggling to keep it in.
I think they gave that to Westside. The official overruled the line judge, so now it's 18-14. That broke the streak.
Big call there up top by the ref. Really needed by the Warriors. Paymao serve kept up by Heckenlively. That'll be set to Dostal, and that's off the blockers and down. A lot of energy coming from these Gretna fans now.
Boy, just looking at the Gretna bench and the Gretna coach and the players, they are fired up. This is a new game right here. It's gotten really close, only a 3-point margin.
The serve by Gretna kept up by Kubat. Great dig. Madeline Lamb tip shot. Gretna coming with a chance. Heckin Lively in the back. Good little floater shot by her. And there's a lot of energy on the left side of this gym.
Yeah, a lot of conversations with head coach Andrew Worley and his players, talking to the setters, trying to get something working here.
Addison Dostal back to serve. Gretna on a long, big run here. And that one's down. Much needed end to that run by Westside. But can they keep the energy going and continue?
Yeah, just an error there by Gretna. Just gives Westside a break to break that string. Now they're back up by 3, but I'll tell you what, this is a different Gretna team right now. They are fired up.
Catherine Gahn will check into the game. She'll be back to serve for the Warriors. They're up by 3, 19-16. Her serve, that one will be off the hands and into the bleachers up here near us. Westside's lead will grow to 4, 20-16.
Well, that ace could not have come at a better time right now. We're down to crunch time with 5 points to go for Westside.
Gahn serve for the Warriors. That one's sailing and out of bounds. Service air, and this one is coming down to the wire.
This is high school volleyball in Nebraska. This is what it's like. Lots of fans and tight matches, and we've got a dandy here at Westside.
Cassie Stones, that one kept up by Kubat. Gahn sets it to Brislin, and a little bit of an error. Catherine Gahn says, my bad to Eleanor Brislin, but nonetheless, Gretna will close it to within 2 now.
Yeah, this is the closest they have been since early in the match when it was 2-0. That's how close it was.
Stone serve, sailing into the back row, kept up by Kubat. Set to Isabella Lamb. Good dig by Zimmerman. Gretna getting going here. And a lot of good digs by both teams here. Gretna gets back in rotation. Heckin Lively on the far side. Tip shot, pancake by the Warriors, kept up. It is going. And that one into the back row. A lot of energy on that one. Great digs by both teams there.
This has been an amazing run by Gretna. They have outscored Westside 9-3 here in this set. They are on a run.
The energy, you can feel it here. And that one sails out of bounds. Much needed point by the Warriors. Lead back to 2. Quiets the Gretna fans for the time being.
Gretna making some substitutions, trying to give their team a breather there.
Madeline Lamb on the service line for the Warriors. That one into the back row, kept up by Gangwish. Set to Heckin Lively on the far side, and that's off the blockers and down. Gretna gets that point. It's back to 1.
Well, it's down to about a 5-point set here. Westside needs 4, Gretna needs 5. Got to win by 2 in this set.
Kennedy Shelburne back to serve for the Dragons. That one will be kept up by Lamb, up into the net, and no chance there for Gahn. It is tied up here in set number 1, and the energy is just growing by the minute.
Yeah, Gretna's really feeding off their crowd. They've got a good, about 100 people here for them.
That one kept up by Lamb. Gahn will set it to Godinez, and that's a kill for Tatum Godinez. The Warriors take the lead now.
Boy, when you need a point, go to the senior, and Tatum comes through right there, big point. Now they just are 3 short of 25.
This is exactly who you want back to serve for the Warriors. Eleanor Brislin looking to make some magic happen. That one will be kept up by Zimmerman, set to Heckin Lively, and that one's down off the blockers. Zimmerman keeps it alive, set right back to Heckin Lively, off the blockers, and it's out of bounds. Gretna ties it right back at 22.
And that didn't go out by much, about a couple feet on the Gretna side, but they tie it all up here at 22 all.
Avery Fotopoulos back to serve for the Dragons. Coming down to the wire here in set number 1. Kept up by Lamb. Gahn will set it in the middle. There's Godinez off the blocker. We'll get a double hit, and it falls. Point Westside. Lead up to 1.
Well, I tell you, Tatum's really playing well here tonight. Lots of smiles on that court right now. Only 2 away to win this set.
The freshman Carrington Snyder steps in a big moment here for the Warriors. 2 points away from winning this one. Line drive serve, back over to the Westside side. Snyder will set it to Godinez. Tip shot by her. Now Zimmerman sets it to Heckin Lively, and she is blocked. McKenna Ferguson up front, and boy, does she get some praise by those players now.
Ferguson leads the team in blocks, and that's the reason why. The strength of this Westside team is their blocking up front.
That serve, match point here now, and that one hit in the back row. Chance to close this set out for the Warriors. Paymount off the dig, it's down. Zimmerman now sets it to Stones, and that one sails out of bounds. Westside takes the so important set number 1, and the energy from these fans is no like other.
Wow, what a set. Westside had opened up a 7-point lead, 17-10. But boy, did Gretna come back, tied it up at 22-all, and then Westside won the last 3 points. Just a great set. And we've got a lot more coming up.
We're going to take a quick break here after the first set. Westside takes that one, 25 number 2. When we come back, we'll have set number 2. We welcome you. You're back on the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm here with Ross Jernstrom. Westside took the sole important set number 1. 25 points, 23 for the Dragons. Very important set there.
I'll tell you what, it was just like Westside was just cruising along, comfortable and confident, and then Gretna got 4 in a row, and bingo, this whole match, or this whole set changed. But Westside finished it out. That's what they've done all season long. They finish really strong in their sets, and that proved to be the difference. And Tatum and Ashland, they really came through there at the end of that first set. But Westside wins the first set, 25-22. We go to the second set. It's a best of 5, so they've got to win 2 more sets to win the district title here. And Gretna, I'm impressed with the Dragons. They came to play tonight. They are trying to survive. They do not want this to be the final match of their career because they are ranked 10th in the wild card. It's very unlikely they would go to state unless they win this match.
Avery Fotopoulos will start things off here in set number 2. That dig up by Lamb. Good set by Snyder. And off Lamb's hand and to the side. Gretna starts things off.
Just a little bit of a miss hit there for Westside. Still, it's early in this set.
Fotopoulos serve. That one good dig by Lamb. Set to Godinez. Off the blockers and down, Tatum Godinez gets the first point here for the Warriors.
Boy, Tatum, what a night she's having. Everything she swings at has been good. She's just playing so well up there up front.
Tatum really had a set for her last set number 1. She really stepped up when they needed her.
Well, you look to the seniors when it's crunch time, and that's what the Warriors did, and she came through.
There's another one of those 4 seniors, Eleanor Brislin. She'll be back to serve, and that one's out of bounds. Another service error. A lot of those in this game already.
Well, I think the girls are so pumped up with the crowd, the band, all the enthusiasm. The adrenaline's just flowing in their bodies, and they're just, extending themselves so much that the balls go out.
Heckin Lively serve. That one sails out of bounds. Gretna matches what Westside just did, and that ties up the score at 2.
We've covered a lot of matches here at Westside, but the electricity in this gym right now compared to what we've seen earlier this season is so high right now.
Carrington Snyder stepping in a big moment for the Warriors. Her serve straight to Zimmerman in the back. Heckin Lively in the back row now. Good dig by Snyder, but it's up towards the band. Gretna will get the point there, 3-2.
Ashley had a big smile. She goes, I'm not diving into that band, to try to save that one. Not this early here in the match.
Those bleachers could not be pleasant to land on. Zimmerman's serve sailing into the back row, kept up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Paymal. That's off the blockers and down. Ashlyn Paymal gets the kill.
Yeah, great job up there up front. All tied up now, 3-all.
Serving number 23, Tatum Godinez.
Godinez's serve straight to Zimmerman. Good by her to keep that one up. That's off the blockers and down. Zimmerman, free chance here for the Warriors. Snyder sets it to Lamb. Off the blockers, and Godinez can't keep it up. Gretna takes the lead now.
I'll tell you what, Gretna came up there, a couple players for the block, and they really drilled it back to the Warriors. And they take the lead.
Addison Dostal with the serve, kept up by Lamb. Snyder now sets it to Paymal, and Paymal is blocked. Good block up front by the Dragons.
When Gretna played Westside last week, Westside won the first set 25-6. The coach took the players in between the sets into the hallway and had a conversation with them, and it turned the match around.
And did they, learn something from that one. And we bump into the net there for the Warriors. It's now 6-3 Dragons.
And a little concern there from head coach Andrew Worley, having a little talk with his players back there, because you don't want Gretna to kind of get a rally here going, run a bunch of points.
Dostal's serve, kept up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Paymal, and that one's out of bounds. And when we talked to Coach Worley here before this match, he said the only thing that worries him with this Warriors team is their ability to bounce back through the adversity when a team goes on a run.
That's true. There's so many young players on this Westside team. Only one player from last year's team played in that state tournament, so they're not used to the big crowds like this.
That one kept up by Zimmerman. Paymal off the dig, bounces off the lights up top. Lamb now, kept up by the Dragons. Set to Stones. And that one can't get up by Godinez. Gretna up by 3, 7-4.
And I'll tell you what, this Gretna team, they're just getting more confident as this match goes on, as they say they can play with the Warriors. Remember, just a week ago on Tuesday in the Metro tournament, it went 5 sets between these two teams.
Gangwish's serve for the Dragons. Racing over Snyder to set it to Lamb. That's off the blockers, but they'll say it hit the net, not the blockers. Gretna will take that point, up by 4 now. Westside needs to fight through this and stop a run.
They need a stopper right here. That's what Coach Worley's looking for, somebody to be a stopper.
Kubat sets it to Lamb. She'll have to toss it over. And that one struggled to keep up, though. Now Snyder sets it to Lamb, and that's off the blockers and down. They'll say it hit the pole, And that results in a timeout by Coach Worley. 9-4 Gretna. Westside needs to stop this run.
And those smiles have disappeared in that Westside huddle. There's some serious looks out there. Coach Worley kind of talking to his assistants, trying to figure out what to do here, because Gretna has gone on a run here early in this set. 9-4.
All those smiles from the Westside huddle over into Gretna now. They have all the energy. Their fans have all the energy. Haven't heard anything from these Westside fans in a minute.
Yeah, Gretna brought their cheerleaders here tonight. There's probably 100 fans, parents, and some students that came. You know, Westside's got some Red Shield members. They've got some cheerleaders here. But this is the first time the band here, the Warrior Marching Band, has come here to help this volleyball team out. So it's great atmosphere for the district finals, and both teams are taking advantage of all this electricity in the gym.
Both teams really feeding off the energy by all these people in this gym. Gretna feeding it off the most here in this second set. They're up 9-4. Westside looking to put an end to this run. Kept up by Kubat, but that's going to have to be tossed over by Lamb. Now Gretna here, that's into the middle. Kept up by Godinez, set to Brislin. Tip shot by her. Kept up by Zimmerman for the time being. Westside stops the run now, lead to 4. They need to keep it going.
Brislin, just a great touch right there to get it over the net. And Gretna scrambled for it and couldn't get the ball. But that's what they needed. A little stopper right there to stop the rally by Gretna.
Catherine Gahn checks in. She's back to serve. Kept up by the Dragons. That's set to Heckenlively. Kept up by Gahn. Kubat to Brislin. And Brislin is blocked down. The lead right back to 5 for Gretna.
Yeah, Gretna's really stepped up their blocking. Heckenlively up there at the net. She's their best player, and when she's up front, you got to look it out.
Back to serve for the Dragons. That's Kennedy Shelburne. Her serve, great dig by Godinez. Lamb to the far side. And that's up front. Brislin taps it down, point Westside. And Gretna is still playing a really good game here. And I would like to mention, this is their last chance to win a Class A state title. We got the news yesterday, Ross. Gretna will be moving down to Class A. Or Class B, sorry.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that works out and the reaction from the public.
Heckenlively up into the blockers, tapped over by Lamb. Lamb gets it again. That's off Zimmerman's hands and out. Westside closes the lead by 3.
That's what they need. Warriors getting a little more confident out there on the court. They've closed the margin to 3 points. That's what they need to do.
7-10, the Warriors trail by 3. Madeline Lamb back to serve for the Warriors. That one kept up by the Dragons. Heckenlively on the far side. And that gets down to the ground. Point Warriors, it's to 2 now.
Heckenlively just couldn't handle that one. Their coach is talking to her. Little miscommunication there by the Dragons.
Lamb serve off the top of the net, kept up by Zimmerman. Into the middle, tip shot. Gahn will now set it to Lamb in the middle. She pushes it to the back row. Heckenlively now, and she is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Point Dragons, and there is screams galore by all of these fans.
Well, I think the Gretna students just showed up in the front row, right across from their bench, and they've come alive here, the Gretna students.
And I just caught my eye. We saw some signs there from the students and the reaction from Heckenlively. That is her 1,000th career kill, Ross, right there. So big congratulations to her. That one into the back row, bump in. Brislin now. Zimmerman will set it to Heckenlively, looking for 1,001. That one's blocked. Godinez pushes it from the back row. Point Westside, but I would like to take throw a mention to Heckenlively, 1,000 career serves. What a milestone for her.
Yeah, she's had a great career, but right there, Westside comes up with a big point to close back to within 2.
Eleanor Brislin to serve. That one kept up by Dragon. Heckenlively on the far side now. Gahn will set it to Paymal, and that's off the blockers and out. Westside closes the lead to 1.
You know, this is what Coach Andrew really told us before the match. He needs to find out if his team can respond when the opponent makes a rally, and this is a good sign right here. They were up by 5 points.
Brislin's serve kept up by Zimmerman. Now to the close side, and that's a kill there. Emma Martin gets her first kill of the game, and she'll grow the lead back to 2. Elle Heckenlively, she'll be back to serve. She just had that career milestone, 1,000 kills now. She's looking for a service ace here with her team up by 2. Kubat keeps that one up. Gon will set it to Godinez in the middle, and she got her hands all over that one. Tatum Godinez.
I'll tell you what, if I were the setter, I'd send it to Tatum every time. She is red hot tonight, really playing one of her best matches of the season, and it could not come at a better time.
The serve there off the top of the net. Stones now on the far side. Good dig by Kubat, but that's hit to the other side and hit straight down. Emma Martin will get the point there.
Yeah, it was just a really tough dig back there. Went all the way to the top of the net, and Gretna was there to get it.
Lily Zimmerman back to serve for the Dragons. That one sailing the back row, kept up by Godinez. Snyder will set it to Paymal, and that one gets down. Zimmerman dives after, but she can't get her hands on it.
Yeah, that's a better spot for Ashland to hit the ball on that left side. She loves that, and she put that one right where she needed to, and now they pulled her within 1.
Red hot hand, Tatum Godinez will be back to serve. Godinez's serve into the back row, kept up by Zimmerman. Set now to the far side, and that one sails way out of bounds. Kennedy Shelburne cannot keep it down.
Well, for the first time since it was 3-3, Westside has tied this match up, and now they're going to make a big run.
That will draw a timeout from Coach Loberg by the Dragons. Westside ties it up here in set number 2, but we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm here with Rush Jernstrom. A-4 District Finals with a chance to stay on the line. And boy, do we have a good set here. Set number 2, tied at 13.
It's been a great match. Westside won the first set, 25-22.
Heckenlively will keep that up. Now Dostal, kept up by Snyder. Kubat will set it to Paymal. And that one sails out of bounds. Ashlyn Paymal struggling on the right side of the court, but when she's on the left, she's really had things going.
Yeah, I think that's kind of her right-handed going across the court like that. That's difficult for her to do.
Addison Dostal back to serve. That's kept up by Madeline Lamb. Snyder sets it to Paymal on the right side. She gets blocked, but Godinez keeps it up. Kubat sets it to Lamb, and that one off Heckenlively's hands and down, but we'll have a double hit, point Warriors.
Well, that's what they needed to do. And I'm telling you, the player to get the ball to is Tatum when she's out there on the court. She's in the back line right now.
Quick little stoppage in play. We have a line judge talking to the chair official on the far side. She'll call a personal timeout. She's now talking to the principal and assistant AD.
It looks like there's a wet spot on the court right there, and they're just going to wipe it up down there at the bottom.
Looks like there was a little bit of chip of paint or something maybe on the court. Bradley Metzler and Dr. Lucas going at it. trying to get up whatever on the court there.
Yeah, that's the assistant athletic director, Brad Metzler, and the principal here at Westside, Dr. Dostal. And it looks like there's something that's stuck on the court, and they're trying to scrape it off right now. This is a new basketball court, just was installed just a few years ago. But this is the oldest gym in the Metro Conference, and now they've kind of fixed it up. It looked like maybe something that was sticky out there on the court.
Round of applause for Mr. Metzler and Dr. Dostal after they fixed that, and we're ready to play volleyball now.
I tell you, where's Tom Kirkman when you need him? The athletic director is out in Hawaii this week, and we're saying hi to him.
Paymal serve off the top of the net and gets down. Service ace for Ashlyn Paymal.
It wasn't that nice. Ashlyn's kind of struggled here tonight on some kills, but she got one there.
Paymal gets a sign from Coach Worley. That one sailing into the back, straight at Zimmerman. Now into the middle. Good dig by the Warriors. Kept up as she runs into the post. Free chance coming for the Dragons. There's Stones, and that one hits the back row.
What a save right there by Ferguson. She took her left arm. The ball came off the net, and she hit it over on the third hit for the Warriors, and they got the point. Now
Coach
up by
Roberg
2.
with a little bit complaint to the referee. She's saying Madeline Lamb stepped on the other side of the net when she ran into the post, which it looks like she might have. But nonetheless, Gretna will get the point right back, 16-15.
Okay, Ashlyn Paymal comes off the court right now. It's a smaller lineup out there for the Warriors.
Back to serve, Kerrigan Gangwish. Her team down by 1 here. Kept up by Kubat. Snyder with a set over the net, and will get a violation there. Cannot do that.
Yeah,
Ties
Westside.
it up at 16.
Westside's they stepped over the midcourt line, and that's a point for Gretna. So we're all tied up here.
Gangwish with another serve here for the Dragons. We're tied right back up here in set number 2. Kept up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Lamb. Good dig there by Gangwish, but nobody's there to receive it. Warriors take the lead now, 17-16.
Back in, serving number 1, Ghana. Also checking in, number 5, Lamb.
Catherine Gahn, she checks into the game, and she'll be back to serve. Coach Worley really likes to go to her. Crucial moments to serve the ball. That one sailing into the back row, kept up by the Dragons, set to Hecken Lively. And that's blocked and out of bounds. Good rotation kill there for Hecken Lively.
Tell you what, Westside did a good job up there. They're the best blocking team in the Metro Conference, and they do a good job up there up front. That one just went out of bounds.
Back to serve now. Tie game here at 17. Gahn sets it to Lamb. She pushes it over. They're going to set it to Hecken Lively once again, and that's blocked and out of bounds. Back-to-back kills for L. Hecken Lively.
And now the Dragons have taken the lead here. Last time they led was 13-12.
Shelburne on the service line, up by 1. Kept up by Kubat. Gahn will set it. There's Madeline Lamb off the top of the blocker's hands and out of bounds. Westside ties it up at 18. Now Madeline Lamb, sisters Isabella and Madeline, she'll be back to serve now. Crucial moment here with the game tied at 18. Lamb serve kept up by Zimmerman. It'll be set now to, and that one sails out of bounds. Kerrigan Gangwish can't keep that one down. 19-18 now.
Good serve by Madeline last time. She likes to serve it kind of softly into the back court.
That one line drive straight at Zimmerman. Good dig by her. Hecken Lively running up. She tosses it to the other side of the court. Great spot there by Hecken Lively.
Yeah, Hecken Lively, she's got great vision. Saw the open spot on the far side of the court up near the net, and nobody was there for the Warriors, and they've tied it back up.
The serve by Fotopoulos, kept up by the Warriors. Gahn will set it to Godinez. Zimmerman now sets it to Hecken Lively. And that one straight into the back row. Madeline Lamb gets her hands on it, but that one was forced by Elle Hecken Lively.
And Gretna has the lead, only 5 points away from winning this set. That ball sailed all the way up into the band section. They finally got it back on the court.
Fotopoulos served by the Dragons. They're up by 1 now. Gahn sets it to Lamb, and that one lands out of bounds towards the Gretna student section. Gretna on a streak. They're up 2 now.
Yeah, it was all tied up, 19 all, and they have scored 3 consecutive points to take the lead.
And that streak will draw a timeout from Coach Worley. 19-21 here in set number 2. That will take us to a break here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick, Ross Jernstrom with me here on the WTV Live Network. 19-21, Westside trailing. Back to serve, Avery Fotopoulos. Westside needs to put an end to the run here by the Dragons. Gahn sets it to Lamb. Off the blockers, kept up. Zimmerman sets it to Hecken Lively. Off the blockers, and Westside cannot keep it up. 22-19 now.
That is 4 points in a row now for this Gretna team on a rally here late in the second set.
Fotopoulos serve, floater, double hit. Godinez now into the back row, kept up by Dragons. Now Dostal, and that one's out into the back, off Gahn's hands. Addison Dostal gets the kill. 4-point lead now for the Dragons.
Well, they have really come to play in this second set. They've got a big rally here. Just remember it was 19 all and they've scored 4 in a row.
Fotopoulos serve, kept up by Kubat. Gahn sets it to Godinez, and she's blocked. 24-19, set point coming up for the Dragons.
Yep, Gretna's really come through on this second set here late in this final part of the set. They've really shut down the Warriors. Big rally here.
Fans on their feet, and there's a service error. Avery Fotopoulos says, my bad. Westside within 4 now, but they need to rattle off 4 straight points here if they want to stay alive here in this set.
During that rally, Westside's best player, Iselin Paymel, was on the bench. He's back on the court in the middle right now.
Grislin serve, floater into the front. Good dig by Zimmerman to keep it alive. Now Gahn sets it to Godinez, and she's blocked. The Dragons take set number 2, 25-20, and the energy by the Dragon fans is top-notch now.
Great set by the Gretna Dragons there. They really dominated there late in the match. It was 19 all, and they win it 25-20. They really got very good down the stretch right there. They took it, and now it's tied up 1 all in the match.
We're going to take a quick break here with the sets tied up at 1. When we come back, we'll have set number 3 of the A4 District Final. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm here with Ross Jernstrom. Gretna just took set number 2, tied it up at 1-1. And Coach Worley, I would like to point something out. Coach Worley had a one-on-one talk there with Ashlyn Paymal for the entire first half of that set break there. Spent a couple of minutes talking with Ashlyn Paymal, maybe trying to say, Ashlyn, you're the best player on this team. We need you to step up here.
Well, she had some unforced errors, some very long shots that went past the line in that second set, and that brought some life back into Gretna, and they've got their confidence, and we're all knotted up here at 1-1. Remember, this Gretna team, this could be their last match. They have to win to go to state, and they are fired up, and they're not going to give up.
Boy, are they playing like this could be their last match for these seniors. They're playing really good.
Well, both teams out on the court right now. Coach Worley's giving some last-minute instructions to his team after that long conversation with Ashlyn Paymal. And Eleanor Brislin will go back to serve. She leads the team in aces. She's the person you want to go to serve the ball.
Brislin's serve kept up by the Dragons. Out of rotation, set to Heckenlively. Paymal will keep it up. Godinez now off the blockers. Brislin keeps it alive. They'll have to send it back to the other side. Set to Heckenlively once again, and that tip shot hits the net. Ashlyn Paymal bumped into the net. She is like, no way, no I didn't. But nonetheless, the point will go to the Dragons.
Boy, that net didn't move much if it did. And Ashlyn was surprised with it. She's talking to the officials. It was called by the referee on the near side. And Ashlyn didn't agree with it, but it's a point for Gretna.
Back to serve Fotopoulos. Good dig by Kubat to keep it alive. Godinez tosses it over. Zimmerman sets it to Heckenlively. Dug straight. Great dig by Madeline Lamb, but she'll have to toss it right back over. Another free shot here for the Dragons. And that one gets down. Carrington Gangwish gets a kill.
Just like in the second set, Gretna got off to a good start. Westside dominated that first set early, led almost the entire match.
Gahn will set it to Paymal. Dug up by Zimmerman. Gretna up by 2. And that one gets down off the blockers. Addison Dostal gets a kill, and the Dragons jump out to a quick 3-0 lead.
The Warriors, their strength is their blocking. They're coming up a little bit short there, struggling.
That one kept up by Kubat. Gahn sets it to Ferguson. She'll toss it over. Heckenlively with a tip shot, kept up by Gahn. Kubat now sets it to Godinez. That's off the blockers, but they keep it up. Now Lamb tosses it over. They'll set it to Dostal. Off the blockers and down. Point Dragons. And they're up 4-0 to start the second set.
And as we told you earlier in this match, Coach Worley worried about when teams make a run, how his team will respond, and that's what his concern was, and it's showing up right now.
Kill attempt by Godinez into the back row and down. Westside gets their first point of the set, 4-1 now.
Well, maybe that'll change things to get on the scoreboard. Snyder's going to be serving right now, and she's one of the best servers on this team, just a freshman.
She was just called up just a few weeks ago after Peyton Meyer went down with an ACL injury. That one out of bounds. Carrington Snyder gets the service error there. Gretna up by 4, and this is exactly what Coach Worley said Westside cannot do. Heckenlively will start in the way back. She'll get a running start here. Her serve into the back row, kept up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Godinez, and she gets blocked. Ferguson tosses it over. Now Stones on the far side, and that one gets blocked out of bounds. Point Dragons, they're up by 5 now.
Yeah, they're really on a roll here. They've got so much confidence right now. When Westside calls timeout, they can't let this get too far apart.
When we talked to Coach Worley just before this match, we asked, well, what is the biggest concern with this Westside team? And he said, we've responded to adversity well, but when teams go on a run, I'm concerned with our ability to stop it. It takes us 5, 6, 7, 8 points before they can get a stop.
Yeah, and the experiences that this team has is not what Westside had a year ago. We talked about he only has one player from last year's team, Lamb, who played in the state tournament down at Pinnacle Bank Arena. So this is a young team that Westside has, even though they have 4 seniors who play a lot. A lot of these players have not seen this type of, electricity, big crowds. It's a little different for them.
They're down by 5 here to start the third set. Heckin' Lively in a running start. That one off the top of the net. Snyder keeps it alive though. Kubat just has to keep it alive. Stones now. Snyder races over to keep it up. Godinez tosses it over, and that's blocked down. Addison Dostal gets the block.
Well, I'll tell you, Gretna's, everything's going right for them right now. They feel it like they're in a good place, and Westside's worried who's going to make the play.
Quick pause here. You get the okay. Heckin' Lively ready to serve. They're up by 6. Westside needs to get some momentum going. And that one sails out of bounds. Heckin' Lively serve out of bounds. Westside gets their second point. 2-7, the Warriors trail now.
Yeah, and that's what they needed. They needed Gretna to make an error because Westside wasn't coming up with the plays, and now they got back to 2 points.
Godinez serve, service air, 8-2. Westside trails by 6.
That's a tough one to take.
Lily Zimmerman back to serve. Godinez keeps it alive. Snyder sets it to Paymouth. She's blocked. She keeps it alive, though. Stones now tosses it over. Blocked and down. Westside 3, Gretna 8. They bounce the lead down to 5.
That's the blocking team that Westside has up there at front, that front line. 3 of the Warriors are in the top 17 in blocks.
Paymouth serve straight at Zimmerman. Way into the back. They'll have to toss it over. Chance for Warriors. Snyder sets it to Lamb. And that one gets down. Madeline Lamb gets a kill. The lead down to 4.
Yeah, Heckin' Lively couldn't return that one. She got the dig, but it went into the net. It was a hard kill for the Warriors, and the Westside's best player, tying her shoelaces, Ashlyn Paymall, kind of digging her tennis shoes into the court.
Paymall serve, straight at Zimmerman. She keeps that one up. Now Heckin' Lively in the back. She pounds it into the back. Snyder has to send it over. Godinez keeps it alive. Godinez now tosses it over. Set in the middle, blocked down. Back and forth here in this third set now. Ferguson sets it to Brislin. She's blocked, but that one goes out of bounds. Point Warriors, they close the lead to 3.
That was timely. That was a great rally between both teams. Great volleyball. Westside gets the point. Close that margin to 3.
Paymouth's serve kept up by Heckin' Lively. They set it to Dostal. Tip shot kept up by Brislin. Lamb tosses it over now. Heckin' Lively calls for it, but it goes to Stones. And that one gets onto the back line. Very close call, but Gretna will get the point there.
And that one just kind of sailed past everybody, but it just made it in by about a foot.
Dostal, she'll be back to serve for the Dragons. They're up by 4 here in the third set. Kubat keeps that one up. That's set to Lamb, and that one's into the net. Gretna up by 5, and the student section is going crazy now for the Dragons.
The Warriors, their kills just aren't clearing the net, or they're getting blocked.
Served by Dosto, kept up by Kubat. Snyder will set it to Lamb again, and we have a setting violation. Gretna takes the point, 11-5. Gretna back on a run.
Yeah, 3 points in a row, and Westside calls timeout.
Coach Worley forced to use his final timeout of this set. He's a bit unhappy after that call, but nonetheless, Westside is trailing by 6 here in the third set.
It was just kind of a miss set by Westside. Coach Worley not unhappy, talking with the official at midcourt on the stand. Had a little words with her. Warriors down by 6 now. They had closed to within 3, and now Gretna is making another run.
We got a back and forth going between the two student sections, Gretna and Westside, but Gretna is up by 6 on the scoreboard. The players will head back out on the court. The person to serve, Addison Dostal on the left side.
This is the point in the set where Westside needs to get a big stop and make a run right here.
Dostal serve kept up by Kubat. Snyder to set it to Brislin, and Brislin with a great kill there. Eleanor Brislin brings the Warriors to within 5.
And you go to a senior. When you need the big point, go to the senior. Their final appearance on this court for their career, and that's what they want to have happen. You hate to lose your last one here on your home court.
Catherine Gahn with the serve, kept up by the Dragons. They'll set it to Stones, barely gets it over the net. Now Gahn to Lamb, she'll toss it over. Tossing it back and forth now, and Kubat will set it to Brislin. Tip shot, Hecken Lively keeps it alive. In the middle, Dosto keeps it alive now. Lamb throws it over, Hecken Lively. And there's a push shot by Gretna. Long rally here, and Madeline Lamb closes it out. Madeline Lamb brings the Warriors within 4. They have the momentum. They need to keep it going.
Boy, Lamb really found the spot right there. Huge point for the Warriors. Down by 4 now.
The serve by Gahn, kept up by Zimmerman. Set to Stones. Stones with a kill attempt, kept up by Godinez. Lamb now, off the blockers, kept alive by Stones. It'll be set to Dostal, kept alive by Gahn. Kubat will set it to Lamb. Off the top of the net, Zimmerman keeps it alive. Set to Dostal, tip shot, Godinez keeps it alive. Gahn sets it to Lamb, and off the blockers and out. Westside all over this set now, within 3, and the fans are really getting up now.
Well, Westside needed to make a run, and they've done it here. It was 11-5. They've scored 3 in a row. They have closed the gap because Gretna was really making a run there, and now it's a different set right now. Westside serving.
Gahn serve for the Warriors, kept up by Zimmerman. Set now to Hecken Lively, and she'll put an end to that Warriors run. Elle Hecken Lively gets a kill.
Well, big players come up with big points, and Hecken Lively, the best player for Gretna, came up with one there. A long hit, and probably the perfect spot for her to get it, and Gretna stops the rally.
Kerrigan Gangwish back to serve. Her serve kept up by Kubat. Gahn sets it to Lamb, and that one is inbounds, lands on the back line. Point Warriors.
Yeah, Madeline Lamb just came through right there. Great point for Westside. Close that gap to 3 right now.
Madeline Lamb back to serve after her kill. Warriors within 3. Good dig by the Dragons. They set it to Hecken Lively, and Hecken Lively's set goes out of bounds. 10-12 is the score. Warriors within 2.
This set has really shifted here in these last few points. Westside's really closed the gap now, just 2-point margin.
Madeline Lamb really in charge of this third set for the Warriors, but they hit the net, service error. Big, big mistake by the Warriors.
Yeah, Westside's done that for the third time in this set. Drives coaches crazy.
Kennedy Shelburne on the service line. Kept up by Kubat. Gahn will set it to Brislin. And Brislin will get a kill. 11-13 Warriors right back within 2.
Eleanor really comes through. Senior, best server on the team. Now she's back behind the line. Maybe the Warriors can tie this thing up or take the lead.
Brislin with a couple smacks of the ball. First serve for the Warriors. Big floater into the front. Heckin' lively now. Kept alive by Gahn. Good job by her. Big bumping in. Heckin' lively has to toss it over. Godinez keeps it alive. Gahn sets it to Paymal on the right side. Zimmerman now sets it to Heckin' lively. Tip shot by her. Up towards the net. And Isabella Lamb with a great tip shot. 12-13. The Warriors are within 1.
Isabella Lamb, just a little push shot right there where nobody was for Gretna, and now they pulled her within 1.
That run causes a timeout call by Wendy Loberg. Westside within 1, and boy, has this match in this set lived up to the hype, Ross.
I'll tell you what, it looked like Westside was going to get blown out here. I mean, the score was 11-5, and Westside has outscored Gretna by the score of 7-3 here, and they've really gotten back in this set, pulled it within 1, and I think we're in for a dandy of a stretch here down to the final 25 points.
This is a big match for both of these teams. That spot in state on the line. Gretna possibly playing their last game in this season if they can't come out on top. But is Gretna playing their best volleyball of the season? They very well might be.
Well, they have to, because as we've said so many times, they're playing for a spot in the state tournament. Westside has a very good chance for a wild card, but you can't count on the other 3 teams ahead of them. You know, they're expected to win, but Westside would love to win a district title.
Brislin's serve, they're within 1. Zimmerman keeps it up. Set to Heckin' lively, and boy, was that a fireball into the ground. 12-14.
Yeah, I think that timeout, they said get the ball to number 7, and Heckin' lively delivered on that one. That was just a rocket down the line.
Coach Worley said she is going to be a handful tonight. The serve by Fotopoulos, kept up by Kubat. Set by Gahn to Paymal. Good dig by Zimmerman. Heckin' lively now. Off the blockers, kept up by Godinez. Gahn pushes it over, up into the net, and it hits the net and gets down. The Warriors close it to within 1 once again as they look to tie this thing up. Checking into the game to serve will be Carrington Snyder.
Just a smart play by Gahn there. Everybody's looking for the set, and she just kind of dumps it over the net, and the Warriors get the point.
The freshman Snyder's serve into the back row, kept up by Zimmerman. Set now to Heckin' lively. Snyder will set it to Godinez, off the blockers. Kubat sets it to Godinez, off the blockers once again. Paymal keeps it alive, and off the dig by Paymal. Little bit of a jumble there by the Warriors, but nonetheless, they tie it up at 14.
That's why she's the best player on the court, and she's going to Creighton University in a couple of years. Just a quick reaction, and she ties this set up.
Paymal with excitement on her face after that one. Fotopoulos tosses it up to Heckin' lively. Good dig by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Godinez. Tip shot by her. Fotopoulos sets it to Dostal. Dug over to the other side of the net. Out of rotation, Heckin' lively. Into the net and out of bounds. Point Warriors, they take the lead.
And boy, does number 7, Ashlyn Paymal, come through when the Warriors need it the most. They take the lead for the first time in this set, 15-14.
Carrington Snyder resets. Here's her serve, floater in the top. Fotopoulos to Heckin' lively. Now Dostal. Dug by Lamb. Snyder sets it to Godinez. Into the back, kept alive. Heckin' lively now. Kept up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Paymal. Off the blockers and down. Westside takes the lead by 2. They're on a run. Fist pump from Coach Worley, and the energy is growing with the Warriors up by 2.
Yeah, the fans are pumped up. Timeout Gretna. Westside's on a roll. They were down 11-5, and they have come back and take the lead with a 9-4 run. Wow.
When we talked to Coach Worley, we mentioned a couple times it's responding to adversity, and they got down by 6 or 7 there, Ross. But when they bounced back really well, and they've now taken the lead.
Well, the difference has been Paymal. In between the set, between the second and third set, Coach Andrew Worley had a long conversation with Ashlyn Paymal, like, you're the best player on this court tonight. You need to show you're the best player. And I'll tell you what, in the last 3 points, she has made some unbelievable plays, and it's been the difference, and it's the reason why Westside has taken the lead up by 2 here. And Gretna looks so confident. All the momentum was with them, but you know, down 11-5, Westside has come back to take an 11-3 margin in this game. 11-3 run by the Warriors.
Snyder's serve sails out of bounds. Little too pumped up there. 16-15, but you cannot let the Dragons take advantage of that.
Well, that's why Gretna called a timeout. They had to stop the rally that Westside was going on, and good call by the Gretna coach to call the timeout.
The star Heckin' Lively back to serve. Paymal now, tip shot. Fotopoulos sets it to Dostal. Paymal now, set to Godinez. Tip into the back, that lands on the line. Ashlyn Paymal gets her hands on that one.
Just a great placement there in the corner, and that couldn't have been placed any better right there, right in front of the white line for a point.
Godinez to serve with the Warriors up by 2. Now to Stones on the far side, off the blockers and out of bounds. Gretna gets the point. They close it within 1.
That's okay. Westside up there with the block. That's what they're trying to do. That one just went out of bounds just a few feet.
Coming down to the wire, Zimmerman with a serve, kept up by Lamb. Set to Paymal in the middle, tip shot by her. Zimmerman keeps it alive, but Gretna cannot keep it up. 18-16.
Just a smart play there by Ashlyn Paymal. Everybody in the gym is waiting for her to just drill it, and she just does a little dump shot.
Paymal with the serve now. Fotopoulos tosses it to Heckin' Lively, and that one will set out of bounds on Heckin' Lively. 19-16. Westside getting a little bit of a groove here.
Yeah, this is their biggest lead in this set. Could not have come at a better time right now.
Paymal's serve, kept up by Zimmerman. Fotopoulos sets it. That's Dostal. Off Paymal's hands and out of bounds. Lead down to 2.
Yeah, this is going to come down in these final points. It's going to go all the way to the end.
Dostal back to serve. Gretna down by 2 here in the third set. Kubat. There's Brislin in the middle. She tosses it, keeps it alive. Lamb tosses it down. Now we'll have Stones, kept up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Lamb, but she tosses that one out of bounds. The lead is to 1. 2 straight points for the Dragons.
Just a little too far to the near side, just to the left of the sideline right there, and a point for Gretna.
The serve by Dostal, dug by Kubat, good dig by her. Lamb now has to toss it over. They'll set it to Dostal, missed time of a jump. Snyder will now set it to Lamb, and that one's off the blockers. It gets down 20-18. It's coming down to the wire here in the third set.
This is where the Warriors need to go to their seniors. They're the ones that have led this team this season, and
Gone serve for the Warriors, kept up by Zimmerman. Fotopoulos sets it to Stones, and Stones will get a kill there. The lead to 1, 20-19.
Just kind of a weak return by the Warriors, and that allowed Gretna to get the point.
Gangwish on the service line for the Dragons. The lead is down to 1 for the Warriors. Good dig by Godinez. Gone sets it to Lamb, and that did not touch the blockers. The Dragons tie it up at 20.
Well, we knew it would come down to the end, and that's what's happening right now. It's a 5-point match right now in this set.
Gangwish's serve sails into the back row. They cannot believe it. Coach Worley is absolutely upset after that one.
Well, they don't have instant replay, so they can't look at that one and go to it, but it was extremely close. But that's what the official ruled.
Coach Worley cannot pull a green challenge card in high school volleyball. Lamb now for the Warriors, and that one is inbounds, no doubt about that. 21-20 now.
That was huge point. Could have been gone either way, and Westside comes up with the point right now. We're all tied up here.
Madeline Lamb, she'll be back to serve in this tied game at 21. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckin Lively. Godinez now gone, sets it to Brislin. Tip shot into the back row, up into the bleachers. It's tied. No, 22-21 is the score. Gretna trailing by 1.
You know, the strategy, let Gretna make the error, not the Warriors, and it's working.
Madeline Lamb with the serve. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckin Lively. Off the blockers, Zimmerman keeps it alive. Fotopoulos seconds to Heckin Lively. Kubat will set it to Godinez. The kill into the back row kept by Gangwish. Set to Dostal. She'll toss it in the back. Up into the net, good set, but she touches the net. 22-22.
That's a good call. She leaned into the net to make the set, and it's a point for Gretna. That's correct.
Kennedy Shelburne with the serve for the Dragons here in this tied third set. Kubat keeps it up. Gone sets it to Godinez. Off Gangwish's hands and out of bounds. Tatum Godinez will bring the Warriors lead to 1.
That might have sailed out of bounds. That was hit so hard, but it hit the Gretna player's arm, and it's a point for Westside, 2 point away from winning this set.
Brislin with the serve. She leads the team in aces. It's kept up by the Dragons. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckin Lively. Tip shot by her, kept up by Paymao. Gone sets it to Godinez. Off the blockers. Now they'll set it to Heckin Lively. Into the net and down. Westside will have a set point. 24-22. We'll have at least 2 set points here.
And who better to serve the ball right now than Breslin? And the fans for Westside are on their feet clapping for set point.
Brislin serve into the chest of Gangwish. Eleanor Brislin closes the third set out with an ace. 25-22. The Warriors take the lead 2 sets to 1.
What an amazing set and comeback by the Warriors. They were down 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, and as big a lead, 11-5 over Westside. But the Warriors rallied to tie it up at 13-all, and then it was back and forth. Westside took a 19-16 lead. Then Gretna came back, tied it up at 22-all, and Westside won the last 3 points, and they go up 2-1 in this match.
We're going to take a quick break here after the third set. Westside takes it. They're up 2 sets to 1 now. We'll be back with the 4th set. Hello, welcome to the WTV Live Network, the A-4 District Finals with a spot to state on the line. Westside took that third set. They're up 2-1 over the Dragons.
What a match this has been. Westside won the first set, 25-22. Then Gretna came back and won the second set, 25-20. And then Westside rallied and came back from a 6-point deficit and took the third set, 25-22, to take a 2-0 match. This is a best of 5. And Westside can win this match by winning this fourth set. And Gretna needs to win it to stay alive or their season is over.
Westside really has the energy going now. A lot of smiles and after that set. Gretna, not so much.
Ashlyn Paymal, Westside had a timeout, and she came off the bench and rallied the Warriors when they were down by 6 points and made a run and tied it up. And she really played well in that third set, and that was the difference for Westside. You go to your best player when you're down, and that's what Westside did.
Set number 4. Both teams only played 3 sets last night, but here we are, set number 4 with the spot to state on the line.
And the rivalry between these two schools goes way back to basketball and, of course, football with that state title game where they played twice against each other. Gretna won the first one, overturned because of an ineligible player, but Westside won the rematch last year.
Kotopoulos served to start things off here for the Dragons. Godinez has to toss it over. They'll set it to Dostal. She starts things off here with the Dragons. 1-0. They get on top first.
Well, she really drilled that one. She knows she means some business, and no one was going to return that one. Right down the line, Gretna takes the first point.
Westside here, there's Isabella Lamb, kept up by the Dragons. There's Dostal once again. Kubat will now set it to Godinez. Little tip shot over. Kotopoulos sets it to Heckenlively. She pushes it in the back. Kubat keeps it up. Gahn sets it to Isabella Lamb. Kept alive by Gangwish. There's a push shot by Dostal. Brislin taps it over now. And that one gets down. Westside ties it up at 1.
That's just smart volleyball right there. Everybody's hitting the ball, blocking and everything. Just a little dump shot right there, and Westside gets on the scoreboard and tie it up.
Brislin serve for the Warriors. Floater into the front, kept up by Zimmerman. Free chance here for the Warriors now. Gahn sets it to Paymal. And yes, she can. 2-1, Ashlyn Paymal.
She meant business on that one, boy. It was a high set. She takes a running start at the net, and she just drills it. And the Gretna player has no way to get it back, and Westside takes the lead.
Eleanor Brislin served for the Warriors. Floater, and it can't get far enough. 2-2 now.
Yeah, she wanted to maybe just do a little floater over the net, but it just didn't make it there, and it's all tied up. And Heckenlively for Gretna, their best player, is serving right now.
Heckenlively serve, pushed straight into the back, kept up by Madeline Lamb. Gahn sets it to Isabella Lamb, and that one lands out of bounds. Gretna now up by 1.
That one just kind of sailed off to the right just a little bit. Point Gretna. They take the lead.
Heckenlively serve, kept up by Madeline Lamb. Isabella Lamb now. Fotopoulos keeps it up. Now Dostal. Lamb keeps it up. They'll set it to Godinez. That's off the blockers and out. Tied up at 3. Back and forth we go.
Good kill right there. Gretna wasn't able to block it into the court. Went out of bounds. Now it's all tied up again. I think this is going to go down the wire again too.
Snyder's serve for the Warriors. Fotopoulos will set it to Dostal. And that one gets down. Addison Dostal gets a kill, 4-3.
That was a dandy of a kill right there by Dostal. She's over there on that right side and hit one across the court. Westside wasn't able to get it. And they take the lead.
Lily Zimmerman with the serve. Godinez will dig it up. Paymal tosses it over to Snyder. Dragons will set it to Stones. Godinez now for the Warriors. Into the back corner. 4-4. We've gone back and forth in this set.
Tatum has really played well tonight. Her final appearance on this West Side court, and she's come to play tonight. Just done a great job tonight for the Warriors.
Godinez catches the top of the net. Dostal now off the blockers. Kubak keeps it up. Set to Paymal. She'll tap it over. Zimmerman now sets it to Stones. Kept up by Kubak. Good dig. Lamb now off the blockers and down. Good block up front by Addison Dostal. She is having herself a set.
Yeah, Dostal's really playing well. First it was Hicken Lively, and now it's Dostal, and she's got the Dragons back in the lead.
That one kept up by Kubak. Godinez, now Lamb tosses it over. That one's set to Stones on the far side, off the blocker. Snyder will set it to Paymal. And good dig by Zimmerman, but it gets out of bounds. Tied up at 5, and we have seen a lot of ties already in this set.
That's the Ashlyn Paymal we have seen all season long. She hits one of the hardest balls of anybody out there on the court, and that's why Kirsten Bernthal Booth offered her a scholarship.
Paymal kept up by Zimmerman. Tipped over. Godinez digs it up. Now Lamb. Kept up by Heckin Lively. Now Stones. The Warriors here. Brislin with the kill attempt. And good pancake there by Heckin Lively. Stones tosses it over. Set by Snyder to Brislin. And that's blocked. Paymal keeps it alive. Godinez now. Lamb will toss it over, but that sails out of bounds. Gretna takes the lead, 6-5 now.
Great volley between both teams. That one just kind of sailed on the Warriors. Not the best set you want, but they had a chance there, and it just went a little too far. This one's going to go back and forth, back and forth.
Kerrigan Gangwish. She'll be back to serve. Team up by 1. Kubat digs it up. Snyder sets it to Lamb. She'll tip shot it over, but she can't get it over. And now we see the largest lead at only 2 in this set.
Yeah, 2 points, the largest lead in 7-5. That's why this match in this set has been so close, back and forth.
Godinez keeps it up. Set by Snyder to Brislin. Tap shot into the back. Now Fotopoulos sets it to Heckin Lively. Kubat will set it to Lamb. Zimmerman digs it up. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckin Lively. Godinez digs it up. Now Lamb. Dug up by the Dragons. Heckin Lively once again. Godinez hits it up to the ceiling. Snyder sets it to Lamb. Another great dig by the Dragons. Good volley here. Heckin Lively. Lamb keeps it alive. That'll be tapped over by Lamb, but she can't get it over. And the Dragons are on a run now. They're up by 3.
Yeah, Paymal's on the bench. Lamb's on the bench. Gretna's taking advantage of those players missing on the court.
Gangwish's serve into the net. The Warriors get a much-needed point there to close the lead to 2.
Well, that was a huge break for the Warriors right there. It looked like Gretna was going to go on a big run.
Gahn and Isabella Lamb will check into the game, and Gahn will be the person to serve. Gahn serve. Good dig by the Dragons, but chance here for the Warriors. That is set to Brislin. Off Zimmerman's hands and out of bounds. Westside closes the lead to 1.
Brislin not only can serve great, but she can make the kill, and she came up with her biggest point of the match right there. Just a great kill for the Warriors, and they closed to within 1.
Gone serve here for the Warriors into the back row. Potopoulos sets it to Heckenlively. Good dig by Godinez, but it's up towards the band. Gretna up by 2.
Warriors need to keep it close here. Last set, Gretna went on a 6-point run.
Shelburne serve for the Dragons. Set over to Lamb. Good dig by the Dragons, and that one's going to go out of bounds. 8-9, more back and forth action. Warriors down by 1.
I think head coach Andrew Worley's made a right decision. He's resting Paymal, needs her toward the ends of this set, but she's on the bench right now getting a rest.
Isabella's Medellin Lamb serve kept up by the Dragons. Heckenlively once again off the top of the net. Gone sets to Brislin. And Brislin gets a kill with Paymal on the bench. The Warriors getting offense from Godinez and Brislin. They tie the game right back up.
Well, of course, you're going to get it when you get it from your 2 seniors, and they are performing just great here in this set.
Isabella Lamb with her serve, kept up by Zimmerman. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckenlively. Tip shot by her. Kubat digs it up. Set by Gone to Godinez. And that one's pushed out of bounds. 10-9, the Warriors take the lead.
Yeah, that's the first time the Warriors have taken the lead since it was 2-1. So that's huge for the Warriors. They've come back here. Remember, they were down 8-6.
Madeline Lamb serve. Good dig up by the Dragons. Set to the far side to Heckenlively. She pushes it into the net. The Warriors up by 2 now.
Yeah, and this is a great run by players that normally score a lot of kills or blocks. And Gretna's worried right now, and they're calling a timeout.
We're going to take a quick break here after the Dragons timeout. The Warriors are up by 2 here in this 4th set. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm joined by Rosh Jernstrom. Westside leads 2-1 with the state bid on the line. They're up by 2 here in the 4th set, 11-9.
And Westside has really come back here in this 4th set. Trailed, now they just took the lead recently.
The Dragons will dig that up. Fotopoulos sits attack and lively in the middle, push shot by her. Kubat will now set it to Godinez. Fotopoulos sets attack and lively again. Blocked down. Another chance for the Dragons. But that one goes into the net after a poor dig. Warriors up by 3.
And all the confidence is with the Warriors right now. You can see the worry on the Gretna Dragons right now. Westside's making a huge run right here.
Lamb serve. Dug up. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckenlively. Lamb with a dig. Gone with the set to Godinez. Push shot. Fotopoulos to Heckenlively once again. And that's off the blockers and down. Boy, have we heard a lot of Fotopoulos to Heckenlively in this set.
What's amazing to me is that Paymal's on the bench and so's Ferguson. 2 of the best blockers that Westside has, and they took the lead.
Coach Worley sticking with the lineup that's working. Brislin is forced to tap it over. Fotopoulos sets it to Heckenlively. Good dig by Lamb. Godinez hits it over now. Zimmerman will set it. There's Dostal. Good dig by Lamb once again. Gone sets it to Brislin. Tap shot by her. Fotopoulos to Heckenlively. She's blocked. Zimmerman to Heckenlively. and that one goes out of bounds. 13-10. The Warriors are on a roll.
And I'll tell you what, the 6 players that are out there right now, I'm telling you, they have given Westside the lead, the younger players, and now Westside takes a 3-point lead. Paymal's back in the lineup.
She's well rested after a couple minutes off. Brislin's serve. Fotopoulos into the middle. Off Brislin's dig and into the crowd. Gretna 11, Westside 13. Back and forth. Westside up here in the 4th set.
Well, Gretna needed a stop and a point, and they needed it right there because Westside was starting to pull away. And now Lively, their best player, getting ready to serve for the Dragons.
Lively serve into the net. Big mistake. 14-11 now after that service error.
Oh, that's frustrating for her. You know, she is their best player and to serve into the net. So disappointing. Westside now goes up by 3.
Carrington Snyder will check into the game. She serves the ball. Lively digs it up for Topoulos. Will set it to Dostal. Off the blockers. Dug up though. Lively down in the back. Good dig by Kubat. Now Paymal taps it over. Zimmerman to Stones. Dug up by Kubat. Snyder sets it to Godinez. Big fireball out of the cannon of Tatum Godinez.
I just love the expressions by the Westside front line. Ferguson, Godinez, and Paymal. Just all smiles. And
Coach Loberg calls a timeout with the Dragons down by 4 in set number 4. That will lead us to a break here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back. The A-4 District Finals with the chance to state on the line. Westside leads the 4th set 15-11. They took set number 1 and set number 3. Gretna took set number 2. Snyder will serve it for the Warriors. Floater into the front. Fotopoulos sets it to Stones. She's blocked down. Zimmerman keeps it alive. Another block. Paymal pushes it into the corner. Great play by Ashlyn Paymal to push it to the far side of the court.
boy, has she come to play tonight. She kind of struggled there in that second set with some long kills, 4 consecutive that went out of bounds on long kills, but she's coming to play in this 4th set.
Snyder served to Lively. Godinez hits it down now. Zimmerman will set it to Stones. Good dig by Kubat. Now Godinez, out of bounds, lands just past the line, and the fans to our right cannot believe it.
Yeah, that was really close. One of those that you'd like to have a replay on. 16-12. Gretna got a big one there.
Kubat, Snyder will set it to Paymal, and she's blocked, but it goes out of bounds. 17-12, the lead is 5.
Tatum Godinez back to serve for the Warriors. She's had a big night.
To serve up towards the net, into the net. It's tapped over though. Godinez keeps it alive. Snyder will set it to Paymal. And there's a cannon by Ashlyn Paymal, 18-12.
That's the player you want to feed the ball to. You got to get her set because she's hot right now at the net.
You can feel the momentum shifting towards Westside. If they win this set, they head to state. They set it to Dostal. Kubat. Now Snyder was setting it to Paymao. And there she is. She is back-to-back kills. Westside up by 7, and they are on a tear. But Gretna has no timeouts to stop it.
I'll tell you what, Ashlyn Paymao from that point on the court struggled in the second set, hit 4 balls out of bounds. But boy, this time she's red hot.
Godinez's serve kept up by Heckenlively. Set to Stones in the middle. Snyder digs it. Kubat will set it to Lamb. Heckenlively with a good dig. Topolo sets it up. A good rally here. Now Lamb. Good dig by Zimmerman. Now Heckenlively in the back. And that one sails out of bounds. 20-12. Westside is on a tear.
They have scored 4 points in a row, and they are closing in on winning this match. Only 5 points away.
They win, they get the district plaque, and they head to state. Stones for Gretna now. Good dig by Godinez. Lamb will hit it over. They set up to Gangwish. And point Westside, 21-12. The lead is 9.
You can just feel the emotion out there on the court for the Warriors. They are fired up. Very worried look by the Gretna Dragons. Only 4 points away from going to state.
This is very well possible. Gretna seniors' very last game. And Ferguson up front with the kill. 22-12 Westside.
Makina Ferguson, she timed it perfectly. Saw that ball coming in over the middle of the net, and she just drilled it.
Heckenlively checks out of the game. Godinez served 22-12. Gretna has to toss it over. Godinez sets it. Now Ferguson taps it over into the back. Gretna will have to give Westside another free shot. Snyder with a set to Paymao. And into the back and down. Ashlyn Paymao looking to close out this set.
Who better to do it than the best player the Warriors have, and what a season she's had, and she's coming through here in this district final.
Westside 2 points away from the district title and a bid in state. 23-12. Godinez serve, good dig by Zimmerman. Now Dostal, blocked up towards the net. Paymao tips it back into the net again, but Gretna keeps it alive. No, they can't. We have a net violation. 24-12, match point with the district title on the line and a bid to state. Godinez will start it off with the serve. Godinez serve, dug up by Stones, and there's Dostal. Westside wins. They're the district champions. They're heading to state. With a dog pile on the court, emotions high for both teams. Gretna very well played their last game of the year. Westside wins. They take the district title, and they're headed to state.
Just a great performance by this Westside team. District champions.
A lot of energy from all these fans. Westside is ecstatic. They're headed to state for 2 years in a row now with a brand new coach, Andrew Worley, and he has done a great job getting this team together. We're going to have the runner-up district plaque presented to Gretna. The assistant AD, Mr. Metzler, he grabs the plaque now. The A-4 district champions, Westside Warriors, about to receive their plaque.
And now your way. Let's hear it for your Westside Warriors. Congratulations, they are the A-4 district championship. Champions union here to the Queen of
The students come out of the crowd. They're celebrating with the players. Back-to-back district title for these Westside Warriors. And our boy, are they on a tear coming into the end of the season.
Just a great district final for the Warriors. They win 3-1. They won the first set 25-22. Then Gretna came back and won 25-20. The key was that third set when Westside was way down by 6 points and rallied to come back to win 25-22. And then the fourth set was all Westside. They went 25-12. The Warriors raised their record to 25-10. They are headed to the state tournament next Wednesday. They will play in the evening at Pinnacle Bank Arena. They will probably be the number 4 seed for the Warriors. And this is a great scene. We've got the volleyball players coming over to thank the marching band who came to the match tonight. And that's a great scene. Some tears on the court, especially for the seniors, their final match here at Westside High School, their home court, and lots of pictures and everything for this Warrior team.
We'll be right back in here in just a few minutes. We'll have the players of the game come up in just a second. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We have the 4 seniors here after they win the A-4 district title, and they're headed to state. We'll start off here with Tatum Godinez. What does it mean to be district champions?
You know, it feels great. It's just all the hard work we put into this season. We talked about it before the game. Like, if anyone is going to have the confidence to go into this game and just go win it, it should be us. We put in the most work, the most reps, most time this season. Like, we deserve to go out there with the confidence that we're going to win.
And now you guys head into the state tournament. What does it mean to be able to go back to state again this year?
You know, it's just awesome. I think it shows that we have unfinished business. This team wants a banner up there on that wall, and it shows that this team can do it, and we have unfinished business to go
State
do.
next week. What is the mindset going into the first round of state?
I think it's just going in, and we need to play to have fun, but also play to win. Like, we play our best when we have fun. You saw it out there. So go in with that mentality that no one can mess with us, and we're going to go out and have fun.
Thank you, Tatum. Enjoy this district champion win.
Awesome. Thank you.
We'll pass the headset to McKenna Ferguson. McKenna, what does it mean to be district champions this year?
Honestly, it means a whole lot to me because as a team, we've never, we've barely been to state, in the past years of Westside Volleyball, but these last 2 years, it means so much to be able to break that barrier and get through.
And now you guys are heading to the state tournament. What does it mean to be able to go back again this year?
Honestly, it means that we can take back what was rightfully ours from last year, and we can win that state championship title.
And now state playoffs next week. What is your mindset going into the first round of state?
Is to make sure my teammates always know that I have their back and that nothing can get through us, absolutely nothing.
Thank you, McKenna. Go enjoy this district title. And we'll pass the headset along to Isabella Lamb. Isabella, you guys are district champions. What does it mean to take that plaque to the school?
I mean, it means that we worked incredibly hard for this. We put all of our time into practice and overtime on weekends, and we put our hearts on the court tonight.
And you guys are headed to the state tournament again this year. What does it mean to be able to go back again this year and compete for a title?
It's so exciting because it's a brand new team and anyone could win.
Thank you, Isabella. Go enjoy this district title. We'll pass the headset on to Eleanor Brislin. Eleanor, you guys are district champions. What does it mean to you to be district champions?
Yeah, it's so exciting because we faced a lot of adversity this year, and I think we really just went out there and proved ourselves. You know, we had our setter go down, and I think we had people step up into big roles, and that really showed tonight.
You guys are headed to state. What does it mean to go back to state again this year?
State is such a fun experience, so I am so excited to be there with this team. I think this team has worked super hard. I think we've worked our butts off every single day in practice, and this is just going to mean a lot.
And you guys start state playoffs next week. What is your mindset and the rest of the team's mindset going into the first round?
I think just play with confidence and attack the game, how we always do it. It's the same game. The environment's bigger, it's louder, but we know how to play it, and we will play it.
And that was your guys' third win over Gretna this season. What worked so well for you guys tonight to become district champions?
We struggled a little bit in the middle, but I think we just started attacking. They had a big block up in front of us. We knew we had to go high hands. We knew we had to work with it, but I would say just kind of taking that attack mindset.
Thank you guys so much. District champions, Westside Volleyball, we thank you for tuning into the WTV Live Network. And until next time, thank you for watching.